Hey, we're here at the Rocky Ridge Horse Trail on the north side of Enid Lake in Mississippi. This is also a hiking trail, and currently here at the entrance, and we're gonna hike out this way, maybe all the way to Midway, probably not this whole thing. It's a total of 8 miles, and we'll see how it goes. I was here about a year and a half ago, and see if it's improved the conditions at all since then. There's an unmarked road coming down from the main Plum Point campground road that leads to this parking lot here, and then the trailhead is just to the left of this sign, and it goes down this hill. So we just came down this trail, down this little hill from the trailhead, and right here we get to one of our first of many spurs in this trail. That path is not part of the trail. The main trail actually goes this way towards the lake. Okay, we just came down around this bend from the trailhead down the hill, and we are now at the lake. The trail continues along this path this way, but most of the trail is in the hills in the forest just up the lake. Although when the water is this low in the lake, you can easily just, as you can tell, walk along the lake. So this trail is a pretty bad one if you actually want to be able to follow the trail or know which way to go, because we came up this path from the lake there, and you can see there's a path that goes up that way up the hill, then you can come over this way, and there's another path going down there, and another path coming up this way. I'm pretty sure the trail itself goes up this hill here, although there aren't signs, so occasionally, well, there are signs, but there's these ones here, which occasionally you find with these red and green arrows. So we've been continuing on the trail from this direction here, and as you can see, this sign indicates that the trail continues this way. Although there's a spur that direction, this is a dead-end spur that just continues out this little point. Main trail continues over here, and these trees here have been blown down for at least a couple of years. They were here when I was last here, so there's a couple of large trees we have to get around. So once again, we have another split in the trail. That direction goes to someone's house, as many of these side trails do. There's a sign pointing the trail to go in this direction. So I should say here that the red arrows go to Plum Point, and the green arrows go towards Chickasaw Hill. So we'll continue down this way. These trails are basically exclusively used by people in their ATVs, although it's supposed to be for horses and hikers. There's no enforcement or maintenance of it. And this is the first decent sized puddle along the trail. So the trail came down this hill straight ahead there, and it passes this small pond here on the right. But just after this point is where the worst part of the trail is, and yeah, we come up on this big ditch here where the dam's been washed out. Although it looks like you can get around here by going over that direction. This is definitely a completely unmaintained section of the trail, where the entire trail is unmaintained. Yeah, so while this is a horse trail, I definitely not recommend bringing your horse on this section. It's pretty sketchy to walk across. And so you see, that's where the trail came down, right across that other side. There's the washed out section. Now the trail continues up the hill here. It's back to being its normal washed out self. Okay, we've been continuing on the trail from that direction, from Plum Point, and if you go straight up this hill, you hit the road that goes down to Midway. But in this direction here is part of the loop towards Midway. This parallels the road on the west side, and there's also a similar trail on the east side of the road. So we're going to follow this down towards the Midway point. Alright, we've hiked the trail from this direction, and we've now reached the road that goes down to Midway. The road also goes up north back towards other roads, but the trail, if you continue down here, is accessible. Yeah, we've reached the end of the road at Midway, back at the lake, and rather than follow that trail around again, I'm gonna go down the go west down the shore of the lake in that direction back towards the trailhead.